Massive fight news that was just announced today. We got a lot of them. We have Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier 3 for the BMF title in July. We have Buckley versus Usman, banger fight. Been waiting for that one. Fiziev versus Bahamondes, amazing fight. And we're also going to go into my prediction with what happens in the main event on tomorrow. Garry versus Prates. Let's start with, we're finally getting Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier 3. I don't know who wanted this. I mean, I'm looking forward to this fight. It's going to be a great fight. But main event in July? Have we ever seen a fighter get this retirement treatment before? I don't think I've ever seen a fighter that gets to have his retirement fight for a title in his hometown, in his home state. I don't know. I mean, it's a good fight. I'm excited for this fight. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like we could have done other things with the lightweight division. I feel like you could have done Holloway versus Hooker. That would have been a banger fight. You could have done Poirier versus Charles would be an amazing fight. Or Poirier versus Gaethje 3 I would rather see than Holloway versus Poirier 3. Because at least that one is 1-1. But granted, this will be a more competitive fight this time. Compared to the last two times they fought. Because the first time, let's be honest, no one watched it. And that was like when they were fucking sperm cells. So, and the last fight was in 2019. Good fight, but it was also taken on short notice by Max Holloway, and he didn't get a good, bulk up to lightweight. So I feel like this one, he's going to get a better bulk up to lightweight because now he's permanently moving to lightweight after his loss against Ilia Topuria. So, yeah, I'm excited for this fight. But the narratives after this fight are going to be weird because if Holloway beats Poirier, I like both these fighters. I don't want to see either of them lose, but someone's going to lose and someone's going to be depressed, and I don't want either of them to be depressed. And they're both coming off losses, especially Holloway. He it wasn't like brutal knockout, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad how he lost to Ilia Topuria. I mean, first time he's ever been knocked out. Is his chin going to be the same? I don't know. But Poirier, coming off a loss against Islam Makhachev, this is the first time in a while I've seen two guys that coming off losses going to main event a pay-per-view. But I guess this is where we are now. You have to stack this card, I think. I think you have to stack this card. You can't have them as the main event and then have just a shit main card. I'd put, maybe a Zhang Weili fight on there. I don't know. That'd be exciting. Zhang Weili versus Jandaroba. You could also put, Alexander Pantoja over there if he's not going to fight for International Fight Week. So, I don't know. And the thing is, if Poirier beats Holloway, Holloway's kind of at a crossroads in the lightweight division. He's going to come off a loss versus a dude that's not even fighting anymore. And, what's next for him after that? I don't know. But, yeah, how did we get 318 rounds before 317? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. I think there's a little bit too much hate around this fight because sure we've seen it twice already, but it's gonna be a good fight because I think this one is the most 50-50 it's been because when they fought the first time it was Holloway's debut in the UFC. So and then the interim lightweight championship was a short notice fight for Holloway. So a more skilled Holloway in this fight versus a less skilled Poirier. I mean, he's still near the top of his game. Don't get me wrong, but we're gonna find out Saturday night, brother. I don't know. I think Holloway gets this done by decision. I don't think he's gonna knock out Poirier. I think it's gonna be a war. I think, one of them is gonna point down to the middle of the octagon, but let's be honest, this BMF fight is just... What's with this BMF belt? After this, can we get rid of it? Especially if Poirier wins. It's who needs the BMF belt anymore? But it's going to be a good fight. Yeah, I think Holloway gets this done by decision. So, yeah. Anyways, another fight that Dana White just announced, literally just 5 minutes ago. on his live stream, Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley in what is this, UFC Atlanta. I'm so hyped for this fight. Thank God they made this happen. Kamaru Usman finally coming back. And let's be honest, if Kamaru Usman wins, he's not far from a title shot. I could definitely see them giving Kamaru Usman the next title shot if he beats Joaquin Buckley. But this is a banger fight. And I don't know who wins this, to be honest. I think... How old is Kamaru Usman? Kamaru's he's like 36? So, I think Joaquin Buckley gets this done, to be honest. I mean, he just knocked out Wonder Boy, and then right after that, beat Covington in pretty easy fashion. Made it look easier than Kamaru Usman ever did. So, yeah, I can't wait for this one. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be tuning in 100%. This is going to be a banger fight. They're announcing everything but UFC 317. Dana, just fucking announce it. Announce Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev. God damn it. Can we fucking get this shit done? I'm so sick of this. Banger fight. Can't wait. I got Buckley by round 3, round 4, TKO. But yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I want to see how well Usman does on a non-short notice fight, especially after this long layoff. So we'll see. I mean, yeah, can't wait for it. And I think they announced, Rose Namajunas versus who the fuck is this? Fear. We do not know who she is, bro. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good fight. I don't know. I think Namajunas is going to win. I don't really care. But yeah, can't wait for this fight. So glad they announced this one. Usman's finally back in the cage. Joaquin, round 3 TKO. They also announced for co-main event for UFC Baku, Azerbaijan, Rafael Fiziev versus Ignacio Bahamondes. That is a banger fight. Nope, it's not. It is Ignacio. Yeah, it is Ignacio. That's a good fight. I can't wait for that fight. I don't know who's going to win. Quick turnaround for Rafael Fiziev after his loss to Gaethje, Rufus. So, yeah, this is going to be an amazing fight. Banger stand-up war. I got Fiziev by round 1 KO, though. So, yeah, amazing. All right. Now we got the main event tomorrow. Carlos Prates versus Ian Machado Garry. Listen. No one's lost a Shavkat better than me. I hurt Shavkat Rakhmonov in that fight, and this is what I'm gonna do. After this, I'm gonna fly to Canada, and I'm going to beat Bilal Muhammad, and then after that, dude. Is there anyone more delusional than fucking Ian Garry? Oh my goodness. Ian Garry's the most delusional fucking person I've ever known. Listen, dude, he's been parading this fucking Shavkat Rakhmonov loss like he just beat John Jones. No one's beaten I hurt Shavkat in that fight. Buddy, you lost to Shavkat Rakhmonov like 4 rounds to 1. What are you talking about, my guy? Listen, I took his... Has anyone ever seen anyone else do that to Shavkat? I took his back. Guys. This dude's so fucking stupid. Oh my goodness. Oh, this smug son of a bitch. I almost had him in a rear naked choke, you guys. I almost got him. Oh my... I hope... Dude... The amount of humiliation that Ian Garry is putting on the line right now against Carlos Prates is unfathomable. Like, imagine if Carlos Prates just fucking knocks out Ian Garry like he does to every other opponent. It's I hurt Shavkat in the fight, you guys. Listen, he couldn't do the title fight in May because I hurt him. This fucking stupid bitch. Anyway, predictions for this fight. I think Carlos Prates could. I don't know. This is like a 50-50 one to me. I think Carlos Prates could knock him out. But Ian Garry's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. He was undefeated before that, Shavkat Rakhmonov loss. So, I mean, he's a technical fighter. He's a good fighter. But, like, he has no power in those hands because of those fucking Beyond Meat that he's eating. Dude, let me tell you right now. If Ian Garry starts eating some fucking real meat and steak, he'd be scary in that division, guys. We were all thinking this, too. We were all thinking this. I think if Ian Garry actually, woke up in the morning and had some steak and eggs, or, eat some chicken for lunch, he'll be a good fight. He'll be a better fighter. So, yeah, I could see Carlos Prates knocking him out, like in round 2 to 3, maybe. But I can't see Ian Garry getting knocked out because he's kind of a pussy. I see him just, shooting takedowns. This is, the most kickboxer. This guy is just, his claim to fame is training with Charles Oliveira and almost... and a good loss to Shavkat Rakhmonov. Can someone just tell this fucker, dude, you didn't beat Shavkat Rakhmonov, man. You lost that fight 4 rounds to 1. This dude is so fucking stupid. I could see either way happening. Anyway, final prediction. I'm gonna go Ian Garry by decision. Either that or Ian Garry by round 3 submission, maybe. So I don't see, none of us sees Ian Garry knocking out Carlos Prates. Let's be honest here. None of us see that happening. But we can all see Carlos Prates knocking out Ian Garry. I think what happens is they start, in the first round, stand up, and then Ian Garry's going to shoot for a single leg, hold Prates against the cage. Prates is going to be, making faces at him. This is 100% what's going to happen. I'm calling it right now. Put some bets on this, guys. And then he's going to hold Carlos Prates against the cage for the rest of round 1, for the remainder of round 1. And then the second round comes around. I think he's going to get a successful takedown against Carlos Prates. I think Carlos Prates does piece him up, though, whenever they are on the feet. But yeah, I think he gets Carlos Prates down. And then I think he just holds his back there. He's not going to... Carlos Prates is going to be fighting against submission. And then I think Carlos Prates in round 3 is going to knock down Ian Garry. Then Ian Garry's going to get a takedown and then submit him with a triangle choke. I can see that totally happening. It's probably not going to happen, but I can see that happening. And then, yeah, so I think Ian Garry's going to win this. And Ian Garry, by the way, Ian Garry said, listen, after this fight, I'm going straight to Canada, and I'm letting Bilal know I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna beat him. It's true. I'm gonna beat him. This dude's so fucking stupid. Ian Garry, can someone tell Ian Garry that if he beats Carlos Prates, he's gonna have to fight someone like a Joaquin Buckley or a who else is there? A Leon Edwards. He might have to fight Leon Edwards after this fight. So, I don't know. I think Ian Garry gets it done. I want Carlos Prates to win. It's to fucking humiliate Ian Garry. But, yeah. Good fights announced today with Holloway and Poirier and Usman versus Buckley. We're still waiting for that UFC 317 announcement, Dana. So, announce Ilya versus Islam for crying out loud. But... good fight, amazing fight. Yeah, I can't wait for both of these. I can't wait for Holloway fight and the Usman fight. So yeah, Holloway by decision, Buckley by round 3 TKO, and I have Ian Garry by round 3 submission. So yeah, Tell me what you guys think about these fights. See ya.